Yesterday's Bills game against the New York Jets was likely the last ever inside the current Highmark Stadium. That is, unless we're able to host the Chargers for the AFC Championship game, which maybe seems unlikely. We'll see. But that place will live on, and not just in our memories. You can own a piece of the history. CollectibleXchange teamed up with the Bills to give fans the chance to take home items including goalposts, signage, fixtures, and of course, all of those tens of thousands of seats. So where does that all stand now that the regular season is done? Brandon Steiner is the founder and president of the Steiner Agency and CollectibleXchange, and he joins us live here tonight. Sir, it's great to get to talk to you again. And, you know, I guess it's not certain that there won't be one final game inside the current stadium, but it's almost certain. How does your work change now that the regular season is done?
Well, it's daunting, you know, when you have a fan base and a team and just the loyalty and the commitment. You know, I got to make sure that we get as many different of these items and products out of the stadium into people's homes. I want to make sure they're authenticated, they're done correctly. You know, very grateful to work with the county. They were extremely diligent in making sure we raise as much money, obviously, for projects locally. And the Bills have been amazing to work with as far as their commitment to the fans, second to none. I've worked with so many teams, but this has been a great partnership. So what's lucky is I'm partnered with Legends Global, so I'm able to put stuff on the shop on the Bills website. Legends, you know, they also run the store in the stadium as well. So you'll see stuff in the store throughout the next few months. As each couple of weeks, we're launching new products. So to answer your question, it's very daunting. I mean, there's so much stuff there. The weather's cold. It's not easy to remove that stuff. These seats need work. They don't have legs. You've got to pull them out of concrete. There's quite a bit of work, but it's worth it. And be memories that matter, that people will remember forever by having it, whether it be their seats or a piece of the goalpost, a whole bunch of turf products. And we're looking forward to working with a bunch of partners in the area, too.
Yeah, you've got a lot of experience doing this with other stadiums. Obviously, the clock is ticking, right, because they're going to start demolition at some point. How crazy is it going to be over the coming months? And then also, besides the seats, are there seats left? And give us a sense of some of the other things that will be for sale. Well,
we have sold a lot more seats than I thought we'd sell, a lot more than I've done in other stadiums, including Yankee Stadium and Texas Stadium and Giants Stadium. So it didn't surprise me. Bills fans are second to none. But remember, we have a lot of furniture that have Bills logos in it, stuff from the suites, hundreds of photos, looking at the pads around the stadium, the flags, the flag poles, there's signs, probably almost 2,000 signs around the stadium. There's the big Bulls logo. We're going to be doing a very big auction for the one-of-ones, probably at the end of February, and then a lot more launches. If you register to the site and keep looking, if you've gone to the site, go back. This is new products being launched every 2 weeks. And then we'll have some stuff at Wegmans and hopefully Dave and Adams and a few other of our partners as well to be able to pick up products and stuff like that. So it's daunting. I mean, there's a lot of stuff there. And I know the average fan doesn't realize, but it's tough to take stuff out of a stadium like this because that stuff's meant to be there a lifetime. So as you pull it out, it's not easy. But we're going to deliver everything we can for maybe one of the greatest fan bases that I've ever come across. Bills Mafia and Bills fans are second to none. So I'm excited to do this project. It's a blessing and very grateful to do it.
I only have 30 seconds left. How many people are going to be involved in physically taking all this stuff out and getting it ready and getting it sold?
It's several teams. There's a bunch of people that have to pull the seats out. There are people that are pulling all the signs out. There are people that are involved with creating the storage and taking this stuff and transporting it. There are people involved with the web, people involved with making sure for the pickup party to save money on shipping, people are able to pick up their seats. There's at least 100 plus people, not including all the Bills staff that's been putting a ton of time and energy into making this happen. So it's quite an effort to make this happen, and it's going to take probably about 3 or 4 months from this point on just to get everything together.
Wow. We'll be following it closely because I know fans are really interested in this. Brandon Steiner, thanks so much for sharing some time with us. We'll be talking soon.
Thank you. Have a great day. Good luck. Go Bills.
That's right. Go Bills this Sunday.